about that tubing wiggling around?
Hello everyone, welcome
It's
back to the Nono Ninja run for Fallout 4,
Scanning for the
episode
incident
37
signal.
here.
Tracking RF.
Last episode we got the Courser chip, got it decoded, talked to Virgil,
Hold
got
on to
the
your butt.
signal interceptor built, and now we are hijacking their signal and teleporting me into the Institute. Sturgis did give me a holotape to put in, which is supposedly going to scan their network and basically download anything it can. That's going to come in really handy later. Now I could just leave and give that to Sturgis, but half the reason I came here is I want access to that teleporter. It's going to make life a lot easier.
I wondered if you might make it here.
Now I do apologize if you have played Fallout 4 before. You've almost certainly, if you've beaten the game, you've seen this whole sequence before. I am going to go ahead and let it play though, just in case there's someone watching that hasn't ever played Fallout 4 before, and that way they get to see all of this stuff that, is kind of cool the first time you see it.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason.
Sean?
Here
Huh?
for your
Yes,
son.
I'm Sean.
I'm not actually here for my son, but if you have him, let's pretend that we're really excited.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your mom.
Father, what's going on?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on?
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father, help me. There's someone here. Help me.
Damn it. Sean, open the door.
Father, help me. She's trying to take me. Father, help me.
You can kind of see where the kid's coming from. He doesn't know this lady. She just shows up and says, "I'm your mom."
S923, recall code Cirrus.
And there's the first big twist. Sean was
The
just a
child's
sim.
responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean.
And so the other shoe drops. Your
Your
son was abducted, you were refrozen, and a bunch of time passed.
It's really...
Yes. In the vault. You had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored. Plenty of that was available, of course. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. But then
Yeah, so they needed pure DNA.
I was
Went to the vault.
I am the...
Yeah. Okay, so it's really you.
I know.
And
Kellogg.
Kellogg worked for you.
He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here.
Well, obviously,
It
since he
wasn't
stole
until
you
I became
as a baby.
director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and he never failed the Institute. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say? To eat?
Right.
I've
I
heard
think
enough.
I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is... I've been a part, and now...
He wants me to stay.
That's
I'm
I
going
know.
to say yep, because obviously
There is
Nono the Ninja
I'll do
wants
whatever it
to
takes.
I am glad.
have a look around,
The Institute. You want to introduce...
see if there's
and
an
if
easy way to stop them from making those weird visual anomalies that she was assigned to discover 200 years ago. So we need to talk to all the various heads of the departments,
You really are here. Well, when Father, if you don't,
and I'm going to do that really quick.
now that you, as you, there's a lot of the work we do. So,
I'm not on board with it.
no, if there's anything else you'd like,
I'm good for now. Thanks.
goodbye. That's the third time.
Okay, 1 down, 3 to go.
As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come
Into
soon.
bioscience, talk to, is it Dr. Holdren, I think?
You had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Not yet.
Excuse
I wonder how
me,
the Warwick
doctor.
family is
Welcome.
doing.
Yes,
So
Dr.
good to
Clayton
have you.
Wally must be
Holdren.
close to
Dr.
10 years
Clayton,
old by now.
I can't wait.
It's remarkable that any
I'm
child
sure
can
it's
survive
Of
so
course,
long up there.
before, as the name implies, our most to that end, we've even you probably
Seems like there's nothing you guys...
with hard work. I'm sure.
I'm not...
Great. In any case,
I'm good for now. Thanks.
take care.
2 down. Off to synth retention we go.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been
I guess we'll talk to Dr. Lee first over in Advanced Systems. I think it's really neat that they brought Dr. Lee back from Fallout 3.
Excuse me, Doctor?
And they gave her pretty much the exact same personality.
You're here.
She's just a very
Don't worry.
abrupt,
Oh, I've been told to
doesn't
install
mean to be rude,
be
but
given full
she is.
a course the same thing it does in case the significance is lost. If nothing else. Now, unless
I'm good for now. Thanks.
all right.
So she gave me a Courser chip to put in my Pip-Boy, which means now I can teleport
anyone didn't mention it?
into the Institute from anywhere in the Commonwealth, and out of the Institute back to the CIT ruins, which is going to be really helpful as we start doing things like Far Harbor and Vault 88 and Automatron.
All looking forward to working with you.
To knock some heads
You're here.
together.
What now?
Glad you made it.
I'm going to grab over here, there's some synth relay grenades. Basically calls a really weak
Please don't.
Gen 1 synth
There's enough
for you to
friction as
help,
it is between us.
or
and
to
pretty
help
much
you, I
all
should
the
say.
other departments.
Just a nail. I'll be upfront with you. Despite your, I'm sure you are.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an out. The first out. It's nothing. Now, our primary.
I'm sure it's best.
Certainly.
Yep,
The
yep.
result- Our main instrument,
Right.
coursers.
So they hunt down synths that have escaped.
In fact,
I'm no stranger to combat.
even now, unless
Sure. I'm
Good for now.
Thanks.
We've met all the division leaders, which completes the quest institutionalized. And once we leave Synth Retention Bureau, we can now teleport out. And we're going to do just that. Now the funny thing is, Sturgis is... oh, he's still in Hangman's Alley now. Awesome. For whatever reason, once you teleport into the Institute, Sturgis decides he needs to meet you in Sanctuary. And so he starts walking in that direction, and then you have to kind of either catch up to him or wait for him to come back to Hangman's Alley, because he is stationed there as a settler, so he will eventually make his way back. But yeah, so now we can teleport. That's going to make things go quite a bit faster. I think the next thing we'll do is probably... I'm debating between Far Harbor and Vault 88. But first, let's go ahead and give this to Sturgis, and that'll finish up the quest Inside Job. And we'll go from there. If I decide to do Far Harbor, it means a vertibird ride, but Vault 88 might be a better choice. It's within running distance and should work out pretty well. Oh, and now we can go ahead and store all of this stuff, scrap the stuff we don't need, such as the relay. I don't think we'll ever need these generators, but waste not, want not, and all that. And Sturgis is asleep. Oh, and I'll bring my decontamination arch back out. Not that I'll need it very often anymore, because it's with the perks that I have, radiation is not really much of an issue anymore. But let's just go ahead and wire it back up. Sturgis, here's your holotape.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
You don't have to get up. Just say thanks.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy. Remember.
I know.
Yet.
But all the good after that, well.
Alright, so there's Inside Job completed. We're getting close to the next level. In the meantime, I think it'd be a good time Deacon dislikes you giving that network scanner to Sturgis because he thinks you should be working with the railroad. Ooh, there's a bunch of raiders here. I don't think they can take down the vertibird, but just in case, I'm gonna take them out so the vertibird doesn't crash on me. It's weird to see raiders there, but not completely unheard of. Oh, and they even blew up a turret. Some pretty powerful raiders there. Did they... Should be a guard over there too. Alright, so now I guess I'm supposed to listen to Vault 88 radio so that I get the quest marker to head to check out Vault 88.
Emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond.
Maybe a rad stag around here somewhere, possibly.
This signal will repeat.
Okay, we can turn that off now, and we'll go investigate Vault 88. Now, the quest marker wants me to pretty much turn and head straight south from here, but, well, actually, I think I might do that. Don't want to get too overconfident here and blunder into something, so probably start sneaking for a little while, let my action points raise up. I think the main thing that I will be running into in this route that I'm taking, at least near here, will be a Mr. Gutsy, or a Lieutenant Gutsy, or a Major Gutsy, or whatever. Some variant of a Gutsy. Should be kind of down on this road. Unless I'm already past that checkpoint. And I might be. Oh, I can hear it. It's shooting at something. It's over there. So, no worries for me. We'll just head on down to the road. There are a bunch of raiders in this little kind of area here. You can actually, there's a couple right here with a turret, so I'll sneak up on them and take them out. There is a Grognak magazine up there, but at this point I'm pretty much to where I can mostly kill anything with one hit. If I can get a sneak attack. There, I killed 3 things in one hit. So I don't really need to worry about getting my critical hits to have 5% more damage. It's not going to make a big enough difference to merit kind of walking through all those raiders. Oh, but there is a suicider I hear. Back into the shade. And a super mutant with a missile launcher. Almost just blundered right into them. Wonder who they're fighting. Sounds like maybe some raiders or... Oh, and then Brotherhead has to show up. Start making some trouble. A bit concerning. Mostly concerned about that suicider, and I think they maybe killed it. Oh, they're fighting Brotherhood. And... oh. Okay. Ow. That could have hurt. For whatever reason, sometimes when you see Brotherhood forces out and about, like this... oh, and there's a behemoth way over there. They show up as hostile, which is a little concerning since they shouldn't be. But in this particular instance... oh, hello. We'll just run away. In this particular instance, they were fighting the super mutants, and the suicider took out the theoretically hostile Brotherhood, so no worries there. Now, right over there is where I need to get. I'm going to kind of go through this little bit of water and kind of circle around. We'll have to kill a few raiders, but hopefully I can kind of sneak in without having to clear this whole area. Can't get up there. There's just not a ladder or a staircase or anything to get me up where I need to go, but I can come around this backside, which actually works out pretty well because I think there might be one raider up top here. Yeah, he's way over there. So I can just drop down, surprise the couple raiders that are right in front of the entrance to where I'm wanting to go, and head on in. One, two, and done. Now someone's vaguely aware that I did some stabbing there, but they're not close enough to find me.
Cease at once. The vault doors were meant to withstand a direct nuclear strike. Your attempts to breach this facility are laughable.
And that levels us up.
Or there will be consequences.
That'll give me another level of
When will you tire of this futility?
lockpicking. I think final level? Well, the final level is actually level 4, which I've never taken. It just makes it so bobby pins never break, which is totally useless for me. So yeah, master locks. Now we can start working on something else.
What? You have a Pip-Boy? Wait. Are you Vault-Tec? Have you finally come to save me? Please. I'm trapped behind a mountain of rubble. The key to freeing me is getting the workshop operational. First, lift the security lockdown and get to the reactor room.
Alright, so there's a few ghouls in here. Definitely nothing to worry about.
It's been hard
And
to
then we can lift the lockdown and all that.
I'm stranded here. But you can assure Dr. Braun, still around, that I have used
Here
the
we
time
go.
productively.
Security terminal. I didn't mean to go into the logs. Lift security lockdown.
The great work is ready to begin. Good. Very good. Vault-Tec workshops require their control board to function.
One more ghoul.
During emergencies, the procedure is to store it in the reactor. Look in there and you should find it.
Cavalier's synth chess piece, not really all that useful. But we got the Vault-Tec control board, so now we can scrap all this debris that's between us and this overseer lady. We're not going to talk to her first. There's a few ghouls around here, and we're going to take care of them. There's one. There's another one. There's another one over there. And at this point, there's really nothing that I need to loot from ghoul. Got all the ballistic fiber I needed. I don't need caps, I don't need ammunition. There's going to be plenty of junk around here for me to use, so yeah. Alright. I think we'll draw this episode to a close. Next episode we will do all of the Vault 88 quests. I'll scrap all this stuff before I start recording so you don't have to sit and watch me scrap. And then we'll see what we're going to do after that. So thanks for watching. Hope you
You
enjoyed
are
it, and I hope to see you on the next one.
You do have a pit boy. You're from a